we are on the porch, looking out to the neighbors and up the hill, and there's a little library on the porch. There's Tom in the pack and play, trying this out to see if he wants to be out on the porch with Martha and me, and he can be in the pack and play because he rolls around too much to really be left to his own devices. This is some artwork that Martha has done at MoCA. And over here, Martha, what are you doing?
I'm just sitting the girl on here.
You're sitting the girl on in her chair, like a little school chair? I see. Martha's got some new additions to her dollhouse. You can see, whoops, there's some furniture.
That's her.
There's some new people. There's lots of people crowded into the beds. There's some other little people here. This has become kind of like a boarding house. Lots and lots of people trying to go to sleep. Not quite enough accommodation for them. And over here, Martha has a little table, and somebody's been having a tea party. There's also a little container for doing some artwork. There's some crayons and paper in there. And then you can look out to the street. See the cars going by. Martha also has some more toys in the dollhouse in this container. It's really quite great, the things she has. All sorts of different things. What are you going to get out, Martha? Oh, you're going to get the stroller out and the sandbox?
Yeah, for the baby.
Who's going to go in the sandbox?
I'm not going to
Oh, everybody needs to go to sleep so nobody gets to play?
No,
What's on your nose, silly girl? What's that?
chicken.
Hey, Tom?
This is pizza.
Oh yeah, there's your seesaw. Then you can see, if you look through here, oh well, you can't see because of the reflection, but that's actually our living room in there. So in theory, I could say, all right, Tom, you play in there. All right, Martha, you play with your dollhouse. And I could go in here into the living room where we've got other stuff set up for the kids, of course. The stickle bricks, Adrian says they're called. We got those at the White Elephant sale. And this thing called Dot the Activity Dragon, which is underneath the Jiminy. And of course, you know, this quilt and some blocks. And then I could look back out on the porch and I could see Martha playing and know she was doing okay. Oh, and then she might go and do something else. It is not one-way glass, so she does know that I'm watching her, so I can't quite do, you know, a science experiment. So anyway, yeah, you haven't actually had much of a tour of the house since Adrian gave you that tour that you saw ad nauseum when we were visiting. So I'll show a little bit of the living room. This is the mantelpiece. We've still got our Christmas cards there in a pile, but I've taken them down finally. And this is, you know, we spend a lot of time sitting here playing on this rug. Some of their toys are in these containers out here. Martha's sort of colonizing the shelves for some of her books and things. Here's Tom's extra saucer, and that's right by our dining room table and the piano, which Adrian doesn't get a chance to play that often. From the dining room table, we can look outside. Really nice tree out there and the view. And then if I'm turning around, then I go and I look here. More Diane artwork. Here is the bathroom with Martha's potty is now covered in magazines because she doesn't need it because she sits on the toilet to pee. She uses her little stool. And this is our room, which it's sort of very little use. We do have the changing table in there, and you can see Tom's bed in the corner, but much more use is made of the other rooms of the house, including, you've seen Martha's room, but now it is here with the bunk bed, stuffed animals on the top bunk. This is where Martha sleeps. Adrian's installed a little light up there so she can turn on the light to read. And this is some of her storage for her toys. And some more toys. She now hangs up her clothes on this hook, and she can choose her clothes from her drawer, so we keep it open. And then this is the crib, which awaits Tom. He does play in there sometimes. I don't know if that's a bad thing. He's got a lot of his toys in there. And then some more toys of Martha's, which are kind of organized, so she's getting used to categorizing them, which seems to be quite developmentally appropriate. She likes doing that. And then you're familiar with the bookshelf. She now puts on her own music with the CD player. And sometimes in the middle of the night we'll hear the music suddenly go on. I think I'm actually going to take a toy or two for Tom. And then since I'm giving the tour, I'll come on out. And you've seen the kitchen. Here's the kitchen really in use. Some bread from across the way. And the toaster we use all the time, of course. Jamie Oliver we use all the time. The teapot in constant use, still hasn't broken. I'm coming just a minute, Martha. I'm actually making a little video I'm going to put on YouTube to show for Grandma and Granddad so they can see our house. And this is the new slow cooker. Adrian put some vegetables in there this morning. We're hoping to have vegetable soup this evening. And this is where we have Tom. You're familiar with this. And you do know the office because we spend quite a bit of time in here with you. And then, of course, out to the back porch. Martha's got a little sit and spin in the backyard, which I'm thinking this weekend we might actually have to do a little bit of work weeding. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit more in the next few days because I realize you haven't really seen the place since we've moved in and established ourselves. There's our busy fridge. And there's our busy daughter. What did you do?
I put that to top.
What, you gave him a toy to play with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shall we go out and see him again?
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything to Grandma and Granddad? Later. But she says later quite a bit these days. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.